Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Tyler.
It was like you.
No, he's not. Don't believe him. He's not. He's
Yeah,
not sorry.
you want to know something funny? Clue wasn't even there when Clue was still in the loading period of the stream. The first one was Ollie again. Anyway, oh my god. Anyway, I'm gonna start.
Oh.
I'm gonna start. We've already started, but I'm gonna start now.
Wait, don't start
Hello?
now. I need to get onto the roll 20.
It was
Well, this is me
Yeah, all right.
going to
Started now.
saying like the recap and blah blah blah. It's not long, but get on while I'm saying it.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Just hold your horses.
It was too late.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Somebody's echoing. I don't know who it is, but somebody's
Absolute
echoing
goofball
hard.
stream here.
Oh, I see what it is. Ollie, could you mute your self on
Oh,
roll
shit.
20? Yeah.
I don't know why
There we
it
go.
automatically. I don't know why it automatically puts my mic on.
I don't know either.
Nice.
But anyways.
Shame.
Well, we got on to a nice start.
Please don't shame me. I cry.
It is too late. You have already been shamed.
Anyways, I'm gonna save my words as we start.
Okay, everyone, shut the fuck up.
Make me.
Anyways, last time during the adventure, the party arrived in Dermish in their own special ways, with one of the people returning to their work and asking for a report the next day. One sort of wandering in and trying to get a business venture, and the other just chilling in a tavern. As the party started to interact and mingle, a strange red and black substance was found within their first meeting alley. As at first it seemed strange, as they couldn't figure out what the liquid was coming from. But as the party decided to rest up for the night, in the home of Clement, Clement realized that something was amiss in their house, and after a little bit of searching about, found a strange sack underneath their bed. After poking it for a bit, it went on to the attack. And after slaying the scarecrow, the party decided to rest up for the night, with Ink waking up every so often to the other two maneuvering throughout the bed.
Maneuvering throughout the bed.
I am not in the bed, remember?
Oh yeah.
Maneuvering in the bed.
Maneuvering in the bed.
As
I could use some maneuvers in the bed if you'd like.
as
I'm gonna cry.
as the first as we get into this, I want to start with Spidey. As you close your eyes and drift off into sleep for a bit, you find yourself in the middle of a field, with a strange hole within the center of it. With almost seeming like the darkness around the area is getting absorbed into it. As you stand there for a little bit of time, you feel the ground sort of shaking slightly, tremoring around It's a hole in the floor. As you see almost a gelatinous hand reaching out from it. Larger than the hole that it's coming out from, as it gets taken out with an inky black coating with bits of glowing lights of varying colors that keep shifting throughout the body. As the first hand hits the ground, and as the ground gets hit underneath it, the ground goes from the normal stone and dirt to lava, then water, then ice, then mist. As the first hand pushes itself up, as a secondary hand of equal size, he reaches out and hits on the other end. As similar effects happen on the other side. As it starts to push down, sort of indenting into the ground, a strange looking, what can be assumed as its head goes out, as a sort of as a sort of strange substance, changing at all points in an unknown sort of shape, with several different gems poking out of it, all changing colors at all points. As it starts to lean out of it, sort of looking directly at you, slowly twisting and turning as it's there, not even fully out of the hole, but still the size of a house. As it's starting to creep towards you, slowly. Are you doing anything as it's creeping at you?
A Spidey.
A spider?
Wait, this was about me?
Yeah.
This was about you. This is about you. You're in the middle of this field, watching this thing.
Is it a dream?
You don't know.
That's who knows? Who fucking knows, man?
Well, the last thing I knew, I went to sleep, so I'm gonna assume that this is a dream. And what I usually do in dreams is, if there's a monster, I just wait for it to kill me so the dream will end.
Okay. As you
Make them roll to see if they realize it's a dream or not.
It's sort of a weird. So as you are standing there, it does wrap one of its hands, as the hand sort of goes into almost like a pitchfork into your leg, and the feeling feels more realistic than any dream you've ever had, as you feel it stabbing in and sort of maneuvering in your leg. As
maneuvering inside my leg? What the fuck?
Maneuvering inside your leg.
Like worms? In my leg? Worms?
Yeah, somewhat like a wormish feeling.
Who doesn't have worms in their leg?
Well, I've had many dreams where I've had worms in my legs and I've had to pull them out.
Speaking of worms,
as take about 6 damage. As take about 6 damage as those tendrils start grabbing within
about 6 damage or 6 damage?
6 damage. So I realize that was my mistake on wording, but yeah, you take 6 damage as those worms sort of embed themselves into your leg, as you feel yourself getting dragged towards this creature. You feel your leg at this point sort of twisting around, sort of doing a full a full 360 turn, not even just moving your body, just your leg turns around at full angle, showing that sort of like indentation of if you twisted a balloon animal. As
Okay, so this is a fucking dream because that can't happen.
As you take 2 damage from that.
You're still taking damage, buddy.
Okay, but my leg can't do that in real life.
It absolutely. Who says it can't happen
Like
in real life? Who says in the world of D&D, in their real life world, that can't happen? Hmm?
Like a fucking balloon animal?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No.
You've never had your leg turned into a pretzel before?
Why wouldn't I just move, like, roll along with my leg? Why would I just let it twist my leg entirely? Why
the
don't
leg
I just say whether I turn with it?
The leg twisted within, like, a second. If you wish to try to... Are you trying to, like, fight it now? Now that you've seen that your leg twists, are you trying to, like, fight against this thing dragging you?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know what the setting is because I was tuned out looking at Invader Zim.
It's just like an open field with a dark pit in the middle with this giant inky black creature with its just the size of a house standing over you.
That's me, Ink.
As you start to struggle and from seeing this thing just twist your leg, roll a strength check for me real quick. Strength saving throw.
Allow me to help you, Ivy. You are in Emerald Hills and you are being dragged to Brazil.
Oh.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
I don't know.
Play Sonic.
No.
I know Emerald Hill, but still.
Brazil.
But anyways, roll strength saving throw. It should be on your character sheet, up in sort of the side area. Okay, so yeah, this thing is trying to like drag you in, and as it sort of twisted your leg one way, you sort of turn and to sort of make your leg back into normal as you sort of like, as you're sort of dragging your way away from this creature, as you can get your leg out of the grasp of this creature. As as sort of a red rain starts to fall around you, as you see bits of this creature sort of getting starting to steam as this red substance starts falling on you, as the creature starts to like move its way back into this dark hole within. As right before it fully gets returns to its section, you see sort of a thing grab around your eyes. As that's where you will wake up.
Yay! It was a dream. It was a dream. I thought maybe it'd be funny if I just like died in the dream, and that was the end of my character.
That would be really funny, huh?
Real life battles, I got through without a scratch, but I died in a fight.
If you live in the dream, you die in real life.
As
If you die in the dream, you die for real.
As Clement, you find yourself you go to sleep, and eventually you awake within your bedroom, except that you don't see any of your newly found allies within your room. You don't know exactly where they went, but you do see the door to your room slightly cracked, and you feel like you should probably go out there.
I feel a compulsion.
Yeah.
So I stand up from my bed and I kind of look around the room, examining to see if anyone is there or there's any signs of anyone besides the opened door.
Roll an investigation check real quick.
Okay. If it will pull up my shit.
That is fair. We're doing terrible things in the sidebar.
Yeah. Don't worry. Everyone can see.
Sincerest apologies. Oh, wait. No one on the stream can see what we say
No.
in the sidebar?
No, people can see what you say in the sidebar, because that's where they see
it's
your
just really
rolls.
small in the stream.
Oh, no!
It's just really small in the stream.
Don't worry.
Ivy, we're committing crimes.
Okay. Oh, I knew completely that I was committing crimes.
So yeah, you look around and you don't see anyone within your room. It doesn't seem like the scarecrow seems to have cleaned up and stuff like that, and yeah.
Clement scratches his head, the back of his head a little bit, and he decides, what time is it? When I look out the window, what does it look like?
It seems to be like early morning.
Clement decides that he wants an early morning snack, and he decides he's going to want to go downstairs to his kitchen.
Okay. As you walk out of your room, you wake up and you notice that nobody is in your no one's in your room besides you. As you sort of sit up and you look around and no one's there. Your door's slightly cracked, and it seems that everything's gotten slightly darker.
So after I walk through my door, I wake up again?
That's what it seems like.
No.
And a bit stronger urge to get out.
Okay, so Clement sits up in bed.
Mm-hmm.
And he again looks around. This time a little bit more panicked. You can, on his face, it's visually, there's visual concern. Not quite full on panic, but right, he's concerned.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to try going through the door again.
As you go through the door, you wake up and nobody else is in your room. The lights have gotten slightly darker, and there's a crack. There's a door slightly ajar, with the urge growing stronger to get out.
Clement is going to walk over to his window, and he's going to take a look outside.
Could you make a quick investigation check for me real quick? As you sort of peek out of your window, it looks like it should be the same exact time of day as you saw prior. The only thing difference is that you see sort of shimmering things within the darkness of multiple colors, and the best way to describe it is just a thing. There's no rhyme or reason to anything that's sort of shifting within the darkness.
So it's not like there's scenery, it's just darkness and the vague sense of a time of day.
You look out of your window and you see that it's this time of day with a dark smog sort of overlaying it.
Mm-hmm. And lights.
Mm-hmm. Of varying different colors and sizes.
But it doesn't look like it's the outside of my actual window.
No, everything looks the same except for that dark smog.
Okay. Clement is going. Can I investigate my room further?
Sure. What exactly are you looking for?
I'm gonna be looking for anything that's off about my room. I'm not looking for anything in particular, I guess. It's just I want to see if I'm doing a vibe check.
Mm-hmm.
You find a pineapple under your bed.
Ronan, I'll go with your prior investigation. That was a fairly decent one.
Okay.
But anyways, well, that one's fairly decent anyways. As you sort of look around, you can't. Everything looks. Everything that you think would be in your room is in your room. Like, nothing seems to be off. It just seems to be more empty of life in it. And, but you do feel a strong urge to leave this room, and something is coming through the window.
And something. When I look at the window, do I see anything?
All you see is that dark smog with those lights sparkling about.
But I don't see anything actually coming through the window.
Not right now, no.
Clement is gonna make a run through the door.
As you run through the door, again, it gets darker within your room. Nobody's around, and you have a strong urge to get out.
I would assume that Clement has a I would assume that Clement would have writing instruments on hand, wouldn't he?
Being a reporter, I could see that, yeah.
Could I grab can I check my nightstand to see if I have a pen in it or something that I can write with?
Yeah. You see a pen within your nightstand, and some random notes of paper and such.
All right. I'm gonna on a piece of paper. I'm going to write, "You're not crazy." Okay. I'm gonna scribble "You're not crazy" on a piece of paper, and I'm going to slam it. I'm gonna slam it down on the nightstand, and then I'm gonna walk through the door again.
Okay. As you walk through the door, you wake up. It's gone from feeling like it's like beginning of the day to cusp of night. It's the darkness has started to grow exponentially throughout the day.
Okay.
And no one's around. I assume you go to look at that piece of paper you just wrote down?
Yes.
As you look at the table, you don't see it right there.
Okay.
If you look around a bit, as I assume you're going to, you open up your drawer and you see that there is the pen and the paper that you had is back within the drawer.
Okay.
And the paper has "You're not crazy" on it.
I'm sorry, I'm just delighted by this. I'm like a little mouse in a maze. Clement is going to check out the window again.
Okay. Could you roll me a quick investigation check?
I sure can.
Okay. You look sort of around your window, and it's getting really dark, and you see and you see those sort of lights sort of sparking around a bit at random intervals. With a little bit farther back, you see a couple of those flashing lights sort of stable within the distance, sort of on a towards like the next building over. But
I would like to open my window.
Okay. You go to sort of push open your window, but it is very it's very hard to open. If you would like, you can make a strength check to try to force this window open.
I would like to do that. Hold on. There is I rolled a strength save. Hold on.
It's the same number.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you go and you push the window as you don't really make it move at all, but a little crack that you didn't see prior just it starts to widen.
There was a crack in the window?
Yes. And it starts to widen. As you also see little drops of dark liquid start to drip into your room. And a bit of fear arises from the drips.
Clement puts his fists on his hips and says, don't like that, out loud to himself. And then he strides out the door one more time.
As you wake up, it's starting to look more towards like the dead of night. As you sort of awake and look around your room, and the cracks seem to have gotten bigger, and a pool of dark liquid is starting to form next to the window, with it just sort of oozing down the side of the wall. And the fear starting to grow more.
The hash slinging slasher. Clement is now getting exceedingly panicked. He's no longer... The curiosity of the situation is starting to wear thin. He... can I take another look at the window?
Sure. Make an investigation check for me real quick.
So many investigation checks.
As you're walking towards the window, you see the liquid starting to move towards you as you're getting closer.
It's trying to reach me?
Yes. And as you're also starting to reach closer, the liquid seems to be flowing down the wall a bit faster, and the crack is starting to get a little bigger.
Can I make out at all what the lights actually look like? Do they remind me of anything?
With that 24, the lights look just like pure chaos. There's no rhyme or reason to anything with those lights. Because as you look sort of closer into it, you see sort of a burst of flames going into sort of a sort of ghastly green fog into a sort of rock with a sort of bluish glow to it. Nothing makes sense within there.
Love that. Okay, Clement is gonna try to, again, run out of the room.
Okay. As you run out of the room this time, you wake up in just darkness, only with a faint red glow seeming to go from behind your door, as just the pure urge to get out of your room, as just a sort of creaking through from behind your window.
Sexy. Clement is going to jump out of bed and again one more time run through the door. He's not even gonna try to investigate.
As you sort of run through your door, you sort of see the eyes of the individual you saw later the last night that you woke up from, as you sort of wake up sort of still in mid-sprint, tripping over ink. As this is where everyone's awake. As Ink and Spidey, you see Clement just sort of like plopped, jumping from the bed, sort of trying to run.
I laugh.
Imagine having nightmares. Cringe.
Couldn't be me.
I need to emphasize. Can I say that Clement, when he jumped out of bed, he jumped over Ink, ran right towards the door, and ran straight like face first into the door.
Okay.
And then collapsed on the ground.
Just a swift bang, and you slam into the wall.
Like a Looney Tunes character. Just
exactly.
A hole appears in the wall.
Yeah.
Oh. Clement is gonna jump up and scramble over to the window instead and stare out of it.
Everything looks fine. The streets are full of people from the morning. A lot of them look to have their sort of work attire, sort of a normal sort of farmer outfit, like overalls, straw hat. Some of them are carrying like a pick, like a hoe. Some are carrying like some pitchforks.
Clement is going to let out a long, relieved sigh. Hello?
Okay.
Just dead silence is...
I know. I don't think Clement was expecting God to answer, so.
Yeah.
God, hello?
Clement lets out a long, relieved sigh and looks back over to Ink and Spidey.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna say, "So, did you guys sleep well?"
Yeah. But it's almost like too quick to be believable.
Yeah, you had a night's sleep. Nothing that you're sort of used to, but the bed was moderately comfy. Yeah.
Am I all healed? Because
you are.
Am I healed?
Spidey.
Oh yeah, Spidey, you didn't take any damage on your sleep.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
I continue my streak of not getting hit.
But Spidey.
Hey, while everyone is waking up, a little groggy, a little dreary, is everyone within 10 feet of me, both the Spidey and Clement?
Could you, maybe chill?
It's a small room.
Don't waste end spell slots right off the bat.
I won't.
What the fuck is
not
a spell slot? Bitch, I'm gonna kill you.
Are they both within 10 feet of me, Mr. DM?
Most likely, yeah. It's not a big room.
If you waste one of your spell slots,
He's not wasting a spell slot. He's wasting just one of his natural abilities.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna calculate this. Because, Ink is at the top of the bed, right? And it's like a queen-size bed, I think, Clement said? Okay. Yep. Queen-size bed dimensions.
Oh no, we're doing math.
This isn't what D&D is for.
80 divided by 12. 6.
maybe
I am
Clement.
about like 7 feet away at the end of the bed, and it depends on how far Clement went.
To the door, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How
He's at the
far?
window
How
now.
close do you think? Huh?
Clement is at the window now.
Oh.
How close is the window to the bed then, Mr. DM?
Well, on the map that I made, the bed is just sort of a twin size. But if it was a queen size, it would have been a little bit to the side, and the bed is, with it being a little bit to the side, it would be about 10 feet away from the window.
So
Yeah,
Clement is not affected by this.
Don't do it, Cos. I don't.
It was too late. It was already done. A wisdom save must be thrown by a Spidey.
I'm going to kill you the next chance I get. I'm going to whittle your health down to 1 again, and you're going to have to walk around. I mean that. If you keep trying to cast spells on me, I'm your friend, bro.
You are my friend. You're very much my friend. And as my friend, Spidey, I would appreciate it if you were to keep our other friend, Oliver, Clement, rather, acquainted. Complicated. No. What's another word for busy that doesn't sound, you know?
You like to use long words, huh, fancy boy? See how many long words I can shove up your fucking ass.
Fancy? I am a man of the streets.
I swear to God.
Distracted is the word.
Can Clement hear this conversation?
We're whispering. We're trying to whisper, at least.
I'm not whispering at all.
I am. Can I roll stealth to whisper?
Sure.
Can I roll to yell as loud as I can?
That's not a roll. That's just you yelling as loud as you can.
As loud as you can.
I notice Ink is trying to whisper, and I really want to fuck him up. So I just speak louder than I usually do.
Okay, do I roll stealth for my whispers?
Yeah.
Or should I even? I want to, just for fun.
If you don't think that it's going to really be hurt or whatever, then you don't have to. If you do want to roll, it's probably stealth with charisma and at disadvantage.
Well, I guess the question is, Clement, how closely are you listening to this conversation between Ink and a Spidey?
Well, he's faced towards you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna roll stealth with charisma.
Yeah.
I will try to do that.
Just use whatever your charisma modifier instead of your dex modifier.
Okay,
like
1 second.
Your intelligence, your dex is 17 and your charisma is 17, so literally nothing changes.
Yep, that was a... Oh no. Oh no.
Yes.
No.
Do I hear them?
Spidey, you have to be quiet. Clement will hear you.
Hear what?
Oh no.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh no, it's on him. It's on Ink.
So
what are we talking about, Ink?
Spidey, you are currently charmed.
No!
For 7 seconds. For 6 seconds.
For 6 seconds?
Yeah, it's only until the end of the next turn.
I would like to try to persuade a Spidey. Spidey, I need you to make a distraction.
Is there anything in the room that I can throw at Clement?
You look around, make a perception check.
I just handed a notebook in his nightstand.
Oh no.
I'm looking for something to throw or break as a distraction.
You see
Where's my
that
fucking perception?
Mm-hmm.
It's wisdom, right?
Yeah. Okay. You look around and you see that there's
That's not how you make a perceptions check. It's on your skill sheet.
Yeah, I just did that. I asked if it was wisdom, and
No.
DM sir said yes.
Yes, it is wisdom because that's what the extra bonus is. But if you are proficient in wisdom, that would give you a +2 to it.
I
So,
have a perception. Like there it is. I have
see, so it would be a 15 instead of a 13, because you have a +2
No,
to.
look, I made it. Look below. New chat.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying this as in the 13 would be a 15 because that's the sort of added bonus to it. Which is good enough to find just a random, like, you see that there's like a couple like random bits of trash within like sort of like a side garbage bin, because there's like a desk in the in front of their bed that has like a bunch of, that seems like a workstation if they need to use it. So
I sure do have a desk in front of my bed.
Hello.
Hey.
What am I gonna do with the trash? What am I going to do with that trash?
What are you gonna do with that trash?
What am I going to do with that trash?
What are you gonna do with the trash?
It just goes back and forth.
I'm not sure. My brother just walked in. I'm sorry. I was muted for a little bit and I didn't hear everyone.
Koss, what should I do with the trash?
What are you trying to distract me from?
What do you mean?
You were asking a Spidey if they could distract me. Distract me from what?
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Next time I can, Koss, I'm going to whittle you down to 1 health.
What were you saying, Clement? What were you saying, Clement?
You were trying to distract me from something?
Yes. Is your health greater than 21?
Clue cast a sleep spell on you.
What do you mean, is my health greater than 21? What the fuck does that mean?
As Clement,
you die for real.
As Clement slowly drifts into sleep.
He slowly drifts into sleep.
Spidey, is your health greater than 21?
Well,
or whatever is left after Clement's health?
15.
Ink takes psychic damage for being a meta.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a rule that we had in our Call of Cthulhu, that if you made meta jokes that you would lose sanity?
That's the last shit that I'm going to take from you, Koss.
That's the
I'm
last
going to whittle you down
pod.
to 1 health. And next time you try to cast a spell on me, I'm going to whittle you down to 1 health again. So you're just going to live your life with 1 health, and I'll see how you like that.
It's too late.
Spidey has more HP.
I think it's been 6 seconds.
Yeah, it's definitely been more than 6 seconds, Klaus.
It's definitely been 6 seconds, but we're both like asleep now, right?
No, Spidey. It's either Spidey's asleep or Clement's asleep.
Oh.
Which one do you want to sleep?
Clement,
you
approaches Clement as much as he can. Clement, I must tell you something. Please come closer.
Yeah?
And then Clement sleeps.
Mm-hmm.
Ink, I gotta say, I'm really tired of this shit. What DM,
do you mean?
DM,
Yeah?
DM, what can I do to whittle him down to 1 health that won't kill him?
You just say that you're doing a non-lethal damage. Yeah.
Can I do non-lethal damage with the blunt end of my hand axe by bonking him in the head numerous times?
That is what non-lethal damage is.
So, you could do that with like your great axe, actually.
Well, I don't have that yet. I I made a reminder for myself that I need to go and get the rest of my tools.
Cringe.
Clement is sleeping on the floor.
Now, Spidey, I know what it looks like, but roll your damage. All that.
Is there a way? How do I do that?
What?
You just roll regular damage.
Yeah. It's just regular damage, but we know it's
and
non-lethal.
then it'll be, if you want it to be non-lethal, just declare it non-lethal. Also, that hits, so roll damage.
Yeah, and please state I'm doing it non-lethally beforehand.
I'm doing it non-lethally. You all know that I'm doing it non-lethally.
Yeah, and yeah, and also sometimes you just can't non-lethal it. Like when you throw just a flask of fire at somebody, that's not really a non-lethal thing.
Yeah, but I specified that I'm doing the blunt end of my hand axe.
Yeah.
8 slashing damage. Ink only has 10 health, right?
Yes.
Well, that's good enough for me.
As
I walk out of the room and as Spidey walks out of the room and he goes gets breakfast.
Okay.
Can we please emphasize the fact that literally everything in Clement's kitchen would have rotted by now?
No, I'm not going to your kitchen. I have manners. I was going back to the tavern to get like a morning burger or some shit.
Okay.
Ink is just bent over on the floor holding his head in pain.
Can Clement wake up?
In an hour.
Yeah, Clue, do you do anything before you search for, before, Clement wakes up, or do you just sort of let Clement wake up?
I search for any hidden compartments in all the drawers.
Okay.
Literally every drawer possible.
Roll an investigation check real quick.
Like, I'm sure this won't do anything, but Ink's curious.
Ink, you start to look around, but you just sort of get thrown off from, when you open
I'm
up...
stealing whatever underwear I can.
Underwear.
You get thrown off, when you, as you open up the sort of side dresser, you just find a note right on top next to a pen saying, "I'm not crazy."
I'm gonna pocket that.
Okay.
What would you ever use it for?
I don't know. Maybe I'll use it.
You're taking my note to myself.
Replace it with the note that says, "I am crazy."
Not yet. Not yet. Go on, Mr. DM.
But yeah, so do you wake up Clement after you snoop around and then take some stuff?
I will. Yeah, I'll wake up Clement.
Yeah. Clement, you sort of wake up again. No nightmares within that short period of sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanna say, if y'all wanna find me again, I am not in the tavern. I took it to go, and I went to wherever the fucking edge of the town where I kept my little camp, and I got my weapons.
Okay.
I hope that's okay.
No worries. You probably left a note.
I didn't leave a note, actually.
You left a note on Ink's skull. That's what you did.
I carved it with my hand axe.
In the flash of a second, you carved it.
I carved a penis into Ink's head.
Told us his name.
At the back end of the axe is just sort of imprinted. Hey, this is where I am, and if I'm lost, so you hit him and then just.
It's a stamp.
If I hit somebody hard enough, it's a stamp.
If you hit someone just right, it'll imprint on their skull, just like ink.
Anyway.
Clement groggily looks up at Ink and says, "Why do you have the edge of town written on your forehead?"
No, that's not really how it happened.
Good morning. Are you okay?
I don't remember.
Do you recall what happened?
Quick, use another sleep spell.
I woke up. I scrambled for the door. Then I went to the window, and then I'm on the floor. How did I get on the floor?
I'm not certain. I was hoping you could answer me.
Well, you're the one who was in the room watching it happen.
That's why I'm confused, you see.
I want to say because
trauma that I gave you.
I want to say because I realized I forgot to mention the scarecrow is still there, but none of the red and black liquid is around.
Oh.
Actually, there is some towards the end of the bed.
Where I was.
Yeah.
Great.
Clement is going to shake his head at Ink. He's figured by now Ink's not a reliable person to get information from. He's very begrudging towards Ink at the moment because he realizes now that he was tricked yesterday. So Clement is going to
There's a paw extended to you to lift you up.
Is there? Clement is going to smack his paw away with the back of his hand and stand up on his own.
Is something the matter? Have I offended you somehow?
Well, you basically drugged me yesterday.
What?
Multiple times.
What? When?
When?
Tell me when.
Clement rolls his eyes and ignores Ink and instead walks over to his nightstand and opens it to take a look at the notepad, seeing that it's completely empty.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me you don't remember anything from yesterday?
I never said that.
It's very strange. Yesterday seems not quite as it was to me.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
I found a note under my hat today.
Oh, a note?
And Ink, Ink will hand out
I swear to God.
the note.
Clement, you see in your handwriting, I'm not crazy.
Clement nabs the note from Ink and shoves it in his pocket.
Is something wrong?
No, I never said anything was wrong.
You seem tense.
What are you talking about? What are you
seem
talking
hastened.
about? As Clement's eye twitches.
I am going to leave before I get smacked. Goodbye.
If you get smacked one more time, Ink will die.
I will die. I am leaving now. And Ink will go about the town.
The room.
Mm-hmm.
Going to pick up Clement's kitchen. I want someone to check out his kitchen so bad. It's all of the rotted food.
Can I roll investigation to see if I roll, or perception to see if I notice anything strange in the house as I'm leaving?
Sure. Roll quick.
Mainly the kitchen.
Investigation check or perception.
Nice. I will roll perception.
Okay. So first thing before you even leave the initial room, you notice that there is something within the sack of the scarecrow.
There's something in the sack?
Yeah, the sack head of the scarecrow.
I'm yoinking it.
York. As you see that...
Yarn.
As, within the bag, you see a a vase that is cracked. As Clement, you would notice that this is your vase from earlier, and you also see that there is two pieces of gold within it.
My vase! Clement runs over and grabs the vase from Ink, and he hugs it lovingly.
You're welcome.
He glares at Ink.
Is something wrong?
He sticks his tongue out and walks out the door and down the stairs to put the vase back to where it belongs.
Hold on. No. You don't stick your tongue out at me, mister.
And why not?
Beat his ass, beat his ass, beat his ass.
Just fucking kill Ink.
You could do it. I'm on the verge of doing it.
I just need to push him. And he would die.
My dear Clement, I'm a thief, an assassin, a spy.
That's a lot of things.
Kill anyone.
Could I roll for deception?
Prove it to me. Prove me you're a spy. Prove me you're an assassin. I haven't seen you kill anyone.
Could I roll deception?
Sure.
Ollie, are you okay with rolling insight against my deception?
This is all of our characters. Your characters always just end up gaslighting my character.
Not always.
Insight versus
A 22 deception.
So you can't tell if he's lying or not right now.
He seems
I can't
truthful.
tell, but I'm still like, prove it. I've never seen you kill anyone.
How about I prove myself as a thief then?
Oh, yeah,
Shall we go about the town?
Clement has completely forgotten how this conversation has started, and so have I.
I was looking through your house, I believe, and I took a vase.
Yes.
And I told you, you're welcome.
You found the vase within the scarecrow's potato sack head.
Wait a minute. Why did this scarecrow that tried to kill us have your vase in its head?
Fuck if I know.
He is leaning very close to you. He is practically rubbing cheeks.
It also had it also had that 2 gold in its head too.
It is very soft, Ink's cheek.
Clement blushes.
I'm fighting the urge to just say gay.
Gay, homosexual, gay.
Ink is going about the town. He will not wait for Clement to follow him.
Okay. So you head out.
Okay.
Clement, you are alone.
Huh?
You are alone, Clement. What crimes will you commit?
Clement is going to, he's gonna look out his window again, and he's almost as if he's trying to reassure himself that what before was a dream, even though he then pulls out the piece of paper from his pocket to see you're not crazy. And then he stuffs it back into his pocket, and he looks very, very tired and a little unhinged. But he's going to look at the sun, and he's gonna say, "Fuck, I need to get into work, don't I?" And Clement is gonna go to work, I guess.
Okay. So yeah, you start heading to work. As as a Spidey, as you were walking down the town, you get sort of side glances from everyone as you're walking through, and also as you're walking, you feel sort of a cold wind within your leg.
Inside the leg?
Spidey?
It doesn't make sense. Like, describe it better. I demanded it.
If a Spidey sort of looks down towards its leg, you notice that where the creature punctured your leg, you see that there's a hole there, with sort of a black liquid sort of dripping out of it.
Can I stick my finger in there to figure out what's going on? Like you would a bullet in a bullet hole.
Yeah, you stick your finger in, and at first, for some reason, it hasn't hurt us at all since you've like walked through. The only thing that you've really noticed is like a cold breeze going like into your leg. But as you sort of like stick your finger in, you do feel the sting of when like a wound that's fine until somebody touches it, sort of a feeling. But yeah.
I would like to go and get my weapons first.
Okay.
Then is there like a doctor that I can go to or something? Or like a place where I can buy bandages or some shit?
You would know that there's most likely like a general goods store around here.
In the old doctor's office.
Yeah. You don't know if there's really a doctor around here, but a general goods store would work well.
Cool. I want to get my stuff, and then I want to go to the general goods store. Is that okay?
Yeah. Roll a bit of a persuasion check as you're going around to search for, just sort of a trying to ask around for where it is.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Just sort of, as you're, just a general persuasion check as you're sort of like looking around and like asking where the general goods store is.
Why would they not tell me? I'm like fucking injured.
So, I don't know if you remember when okay, so, as you're walking around, at first when you were sort of maneuvering around, you seeing people sort of like giving you side glances, you just thought, oh yeah, it's because I'm intimidating. It seems like people aren't the biggest fans around here. Fan of Fays around here.
Biggest Faye of fans.
Yeah, Faye of fans. Sorry, that was a tongue twister. Alliteration is key. But yeah. But as you're sort of asking around, it doesn't seem like many people are really that interested in helping you at the moment.
Are there signs around, like street signs?
Somewhat, yeah. I'll say that you are going to be able to. It's just going to take you like a couple minutes of like walking around before you can actually like find it, but it does take you longer than you would think, as eventually you.
Which building on the map is the general goods store?
It's the one under GGG. It's a little bit behind Clement's house.
The green scale or GGG?
Yeah.
The green scale? Is that a Fate Walker's reference? Ah.
I didn't know Fate Walkers had a store called the Green Grid. But the general goods store
I would have done this either way, but I'm gonna walk aimlessly just around the first square of buildings that I can find, which means that once I got out of Clement's house, I do take the long route, but I would have done this anyway, but I guess I do get to the GGG.
Yeah. It's called Gibbles Goods and More Gibbles. So yeah, you enter into the store, and it is the store is very mishmash and everything's all over the place. As you do see, this sort of green goblin with one of its ears sort of like taken out, like taken like a chunk out of it, and sort of like a slack jaw of, what can I help you with?
Spidey takes one look at the Goblin Man and just says, I need like medical supplies.
Okay, let me see what I got around here. I should have a healing kit or something. Sorry, I'm trying to find, the price isn't showing up real quick. Alright, this is just more on the line of it's not popping up correctly. There we go.
I charge 5 bits for a bop.
That should be about 5 gold for it.
Oh, dang.
Am I allowed to say that I have that? Because I have been like buying burgers and shit. So I do have money. I didn't know that I was supposed to say that I had money like in the beginning.
I don't imagine that a burger is gonna cost
more
than a silver in this town.
Yeah.
And we usually start with at least 5 gold.
Yeah, you have 10 gold to start. You've probably spent about like 5 silver so far in just food.
I don't know what this means.
I'm about to explain, don't worry.
How many silvers in a gold?
10 silvers in a gold, 10 coppers within a silver. So, 100 coppers for a gold. So, you spent half a gold on burgers so far. So,
and it's 10 gold per platinum, isn't it?
Yes. It's an increment of 10.
So remove 1 gold and add 5 silver.
Yeah, I can afford medical shit.
Yeah, and the goal in your gold and stuff is under CP,
GP.
SP, GP, and PP. EP, no one uses it.
Ignore EP. Unless you're a filthy dwarf.
You filthy dwarf!
I would like to ask the Goblin Man what he knows, like, what the best shit would be for, like, my wound or whatever. Like, should I just bandage it, or should I get, like, a salve or whatever?
You see him sort of like...
Is he gonna scam me, though? Is he, like, the scamming type?
You want to try to roll an insight check on him?
Sure, I guess. Can I also, if I think he's lying, can I, like, intimidate him?
You can always try to intimidate if you want.
I want to roll an insight check first, and then decide if I want to do an intimidation.
Okay. Roll an insight.
I don't want to, like, bunk up my reputation with this guy for no reason. 3 is not good, right?
No. As, you can't really get a read off of him, as he's just like, okay. Yeah, so...
strangely Australian, okay.
Okay. Crocky, mate. You know.
I'm a goblin.
Crikey.
Crocky.
What's a tiger?
I'm gonna poke it with a stick.
Goblins are Australian, I beg you, please.
At least this goblin's a bit Australian, apparently.
Hey.
So yeah,
You live right on the edge of a desert.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I feel a bit of a salve would not hurt you. That should be about like another 5 gold.
It's not gonna hurt me, but that doesn't mean that I need it. So I'll just get like bandages to stop the weird ink from coming out.
Mm-hmm.
But just like a single layer of bandage that's kind of like a bandana gone around it.
Mm-hmm.
But I can keep the extra bandages if they come in like a specific amount.
Yeah, you get like you just get like a medical bag. Pretty much the healer's kit that you just purchased, pretty much every so often, you have 10 uses, which I'm gonna chalk down to like I'll let you keep the 10, where pretty much, if somebody is down and like bleeding out, you can stabilize them without needing to make a medicine check. Huh?
Okay, could you write that down for me in case I forget?
I'll just... you'll have it in your inventory soon. Yeah.
The medical.
Yeah, why do I suddenly have like a trophy from an animal I killed?
Because that's from your background.
You just made my background for me?
No, I asked you about your background. You said, yeah, that sounds good. I put it down, and that's what came with it.
Yeah.
You get random items from your background.
Grandpa. Alzheimer's.
I told you all of this before.
Please, I've been thinking about Invader Zim.
And that's been your first mistake.
That's never a mistake. Zim is great.
Okay, anyways. So, is there anything else you would want?
No.
Okay.
I walk out. I walk out, not talking to him anymore.
Anyways, so yeah. You head out. Ink, is there anything you wish to do?
Uh-oh, yes there is.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
I do have these potions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot, do I? I don't anymore. Oh dang.
What happened to him?
I do.
As soon as you heal, I'm just gonna hit you again. I hope you know that. I've had enough.
I am going to try. So I have a forgery kit, as well as ink, a pen, and parchment. Could I spend like a few hours trying to forge myself magic documents? To say like, yes, I can cast magic as much as I want.
If you didn't leave, you could have asked Clement to forge some papers for you.
It is too late.
Sure. You can roll a forgery kit check with I'll say either intelligence or dex.
I will roll with the dex at normal advantage.
Okay. So yeah, you make it, and not really having one on hand, you feel like you've done a pretty good job at it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I would like to find an alley and try to cast Distort Value on one of my special daggers.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Make a
That removes my final spell slot.
Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, you
Why you waste your spell slot?
Could I cast it on both of my daggers, actually, the glassed ones? Or is it a single object?
Okay, one sec. Let me read through it real quick.
It does
You can
say
cast it on
the
an object. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. One dagger then.
Mm-hmm. So,
I
yeah.
would like to double its value in secret.
Okay. Yeah. You double the value of the dagger. Just normal one or glass one? I'm trying to remember.
Glass dagger, yes.
Okay. So yeah. And where exactly are you going for it?
I am going to the whatever part of town seems the least patrolled by guardsmen.
Okay.
I'm trying to sell my dagger.
Okay. So you start to head around, and you can tell that sort of the area that seems the least patrolled is probably more towards where the Inkworm is, which seems to be a sort of grand library around, boarded up on all sides and sort of looking abandoned.
It's called the Inkworm?
Mm-hmm.
Do I see that from the outside?
Yeah.
Ah. I'll try to conduct my business nefariously, and by nefariously I mean stealthily.
Okay. Roll either a deception check or a stealth with charisma modifier, which may even just be the same thing.
I think they are. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
As Ink, you sort of stand around holding your glass dagger, you think very sneakily, but you're just sort of standing there, like leaning on a side pole, just.
Oh no.
So yeah.
Oh no.
What exactly are you doing as you're trying to sell this dagger?
You know, like... I can't believe he's doing such a terrible job of it so far.
This is what happens when you choose Warlock over Rogue.
Listen, Druid.
Yeah. Yeah, what am I listening to? What are you...
Come on, and collect this unique, one-of-a-kind dagger.
Aren't all daggers one of a kind when it's medieval times and we don't have factories?
Shh. They don't need to know that.
What's so special about it?
Spidey's voice in your mind, like saying that.
Kick off sanity. The fourth wall, both of you.
Yeah. What's so special about it?
Well, don't you see it?
Yeah, and pulls out his own dagger. I can see this one too.
Yes, but you see, mine is a bit more, as he looks this man up and down, delaying a second as he looks down, unique.
How?
Well, you see, as he will quickly sheath it and then unsheath it, casting prestidigitation. to make it sparkle a little.
As you see him sort of like back off, sort of point dagger towards you. What did you make it do?
There's no worry. It's just the dagger itself. Would you like to buy it?
Make a persuasion check real quick.
Oh no. Uh-oh. I've been terrible at these so far. Persuasion?
Yeah.
Okay. So the last 2 rolls I've done, they've all been things that I am proficient in.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been terrible. I am also proficient in persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping we don't go to jail today.
If you do, no one's bailing you out.
Clue, it's your lucky
You'll
day.
have
I
to
rolled
ask
low.
Clement to bail you out, and you don't want to bail you out.
You see this man sort of looking around, as a couple people are sort of like walking and this isn't something that I really want to mess with, and he was like, and starts walking up to you. He's like, well, I think my dagger should be perfectly fine. And as he gets closer, it's just like, how much for it? Like sort of whispering into your ear.
2 gold.
2 gold. Looks around.
Deal.
And sort of palms you the 2 gold. Like this guy seems to somewhat be proficient in the hustle. Gold. Could you make a sleight of hand check for this real quick?
Absolutely, I hope.
Yeah. So yeah,
that's a 21.
As you sort of sell this item right next to this man, you hear a "Hey!" from like around the corner, from like far enough to where you could probably get away. Like 2 guards sort of like giving you the eye of like, wait a minute.
We're gone. I'm gone.
Okay.
I'm running. I'm a different person now.
Okay, so as you run away and change the shape,
I look like Clement now.
So yeah. Okay, as you're sort of running away and you're in Clement's shape, you see somebody sort of rushing by with like some papers and sort of bumps into you. It's like, hey, oh, sorry. Oh, Clement, come on, you'll be late for work.
Please tell me that really happens.
Yeah. You're in an area near Clement's work, and sort of like, they're like, come on, and they don't really like hold you, but like they sort of like pick you up and like sort of like show in the direction that they're running. And Clement, I assume that you're probably already at work, so.
We're...
I'm already at work. I love people.
Ink will follow whoever this is.
Okay. So yeah, you start heading over to the weekly word. As Clement, we're gonna pop back to when you arrived at work. As you get to work, and many people are sort of like maneuvering around, getting all their stuff prepared and ready for throughout the day. You get the boss telling you to that you gotta get that essay in it by the end of the day, or at least your story in. But yeah. So
my story is actually going to be. I'm actually Clement is just making up bullshit right now.
Okay.
For his story, he is completely falsifying a report.
Oh. Okay.
He's. It's gonna be about how. Hold on. Let me come up with a good one. He's not falsifying the report. He is making an informational little pamphlet over the dangers of mushroom circles. That's what he's doing.
Okay.
So he's not making a story. He's experimenting with his style. He's doing an informational report over the dangers of mushroom circles.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Make either I'm trying to think of a forgery kit check or a deception check using deception normally using so
Okay.
forgery should okay. Oof. So yeah, you feel like your story is pretty good, and you should be able to to sell that by the end of the day.
Yes, I did it. I don't have to write about my trauma.
Yeah, but you're sort of like sitting around, and a couple people go by and just like, so what happened with you throughout the last 2 weeks?
I had a family emergency.
Okay. Yeah. You don't normally talk about your family around here, but okay. So I don't know much to go off of.
Yeah, there's not much to talk about, honestly. He's being genuine here. It's important to know.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to see that you're back. It's been weird for the last couple weeks.
How so?
There's been a couple of strange things. People keep saying that they've been losing stuff around their houses. Just sort of random coins, items, and stuff like that. There's been this strange homeless man that people have been talking about. Maybe have done it.
The homeless man is that.
There's also a couple of kids have been seeing him around Doug's farm. Yeah,
a couple of kids around Doug's farm.
Yeah, they've anytime people have asked what they've been doing, they've been saying that they've been playing a game called Hey Man. I don't know. They don't really say anything after that, but
Clement's eyes narrow at that. Can I sufficiently say that Clement's nose is smelling a story?
Probably.
Yeah, reporter's instincts strike again.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, they say that Robert's been acting weird lately.
You don't say, he says, and do we have a fantasy equivalent of a typewriter?
Not fully. It's you start writing quick.
I believe it's called a notepad.
Yeah, pretty much. Like you do have the technology for like the press, but you don't have like typewriter yet. It's a weird dynamic, I know. But
Clement is going to peer over his reading glasses and scribble stuff down on his notepad. Yes, he wears reading glasses.
Yeah.
Gay.
So yeah, you sort of like go into your corner of the office and start writing up theories and such.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, and
I need to know Clement's vibe when talking about the robber and the Heyman is like when he says, you don't say. It's very strained and and almost sarcastic if you know what he's thinking.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Awesome. Okay. Anyway, I just needed to say that.
Mhm. So yeah, you start working on your scoop as as you're sort of like working in your little office corner as Ink and the random person that you bumped into run into the office. And it's just like, oh, sorry guys, I didn't mean to be late again. And and sort of like rushes over to the side. Ink, you find yourself sort of within sort of like this office area. As a couple people go like,
Do I recognize the person who walked Ink in?
Yeah, you know them as Bobby. Yeah, he has a tendency of showing up late, but good kid.
So, you know, I assume Clement sees Clement.
Yeah.
Clement is staring at his clone.
Uh-oh. Do I see Clement?
Most likely, as you're sort of looking around, you see Clement just sort of like eyeing you down.
Ink will hold up a finger to his lips.
Mm-hmm.
Pleadingly.
Yeah, Clement is... So Ink is holding a finger and looking at Clement pleadingly.
You don't know this is Ink. You just know that this is Clement 2.
Clement is going to his eyes narrow and his face goes deathly pale, and he is not going to listen. He's not going to follow what this weird ass clone is asking him to do. He's gonna stand up and he is going to walk over to his clone, grab his clone by the back of his hair, by his ponytail, and drag him to a remote corner of the
You hear you hear one of the people just go like, "What the fuck?"
You try to grab this clone by the ponytail, and there doesn't seem to be anything there when you grab it.
And I grab the fur that's underneath it.
It's very short fur. Please don't do that. It will hurt.
I grab it and I drag the cat by the neck. You know when you grab a cat by the scruff.
Of their neck. Oh no.
That's what Clement is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Ink is absolutely limp as this happens. Oh no.
Do the killing blow quickly. He's vulnerable.
Hey, I would like to whisper to good old Clement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? What are you whispering?
Please don't do anything hasty. Yeah?
And why shouldn't I?
You've seen what kind of magic I'm capable of.
And do I seem like someone who would give a shit?
Taking pages out of my book, bro.
Clement in front of Ink turns into Ink. Can I do that with my shape-shifting ability?
You can turn yourself in. Oh yeah, you can. I forgot what race you were. Yes, you can totally.
You shapeshift into ink.
In front of everyone?
No, in the remote corner.
Okay. Ah. I see your, Do I know what a changeling is?
Roll a,
History?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 19.
Okay. You've heard, stories and fairy tales about changelings and such. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what I am. So don't think you're the only person who can pull this shit.
Clement has had it!
Clement, you have gotten a big old hug from Ink. And here I thought I was the only one in the world that could do this something.
Clement's back has seized up and he's frozen. He was not expecting to be hugged. But he's not happy. He may melt a little bit into the hug. He doesn't get a lot of physical affection, if I'm being honest. Not as much as he needs.
I am sorry to take your default form, but I didn't have any other better idea that would let me blend into town. I'm so sorry to cause this trouble.
So you take my form?
Whose other form could I take? I only know yours.
No, the one that you were in the first time you were here. The first time I met you.
I'm not particularly fond of it, personally. It's too soft, you see.
It's too soft.
Yes, you've seen it. You felt it. It's too soft.
And I'm not too soft?
Ink will pat your cheek. Not very.
Clement rolls his eyes. He's still shapeshifted into Ink. And he's going to turn back into his normal form.
I think it would be better if I took my a different form from yours now. Yes.
Yes. I don't think there should be two of us walking around.
Ink will take his default Catboy form. Shall we leave now?
Yeah, just give me a sec. So, Clement is going to go back over to his desk.
Am I supposed to be here without the escort?
Just follow me.
I will follow you. As suddenly, out of this corner, Clement is followed by a big-headed cat boy, who was not there before, as anyone could tell.
It's fine. It's not a big deal.
It's fine.
It's not a big deal. So Clement is gonna go and grab the notebook that he had written notes in, and he shoves it into his pocket. And he's gonna say, "Do you know where Spidey is?"
Personally, no.
Personally, no.
Personally, no.
Well, there was a stamp on your head that said that they were on the edge of town.
That's not canon!
You hear a violent voice in your head.
No, Clement absolutely hears a violent voice in his head.
So do
not
I.
a Spidey, but...
That wasn't canon.
Clement has both of these voices, both as Spidey's voice.
Are you feeling well, Clement? Are you seeing things correctly?
I'm feeling great. Now,
So,
I think we should
sorry to interrupt, but if you're feeling great, as Ink will lean in close, you did see me in a Spidey's form just now, yes? I am rolling deception.
Okay.
Do you want to roll insight against me, Ollie? Or do you want to say, Clement says, no, I don't believe you. Fuck you, Ink.
You really expect me to think that the person that I just saw was a Spidey and not you taking my form?
Can I roll deception? Ollie.
Fine.
To tell you yes.
Fine, I will roll insight against deception.
You don't have to. That's the thing.
No, I'm in it for the bit too. Fine. How did you get another 24 on deception?
Catboy is very good at lying.
I'm sorry.
But the only way you would have been able to get in here was to be me. What?
Are you certain? I was dragged in here by that associate, you remember? Do you not remember me being here with that associate when I came in?
I guess I do, but...
Exactly. Oh, God. God, Ink is such a terrible person. I'm so sorry.
Clement rubs his temple and shakes his head. And he says, fine. Putting that aside, I think
I should leave. Yes?
Will you just let me speak, please?
That is a fair request. I apologize.
Thank you.
Sincerely.
Okay.
Thank you.
As I was saying, I think I have a lead on what that, whatever it was that was under my bed could have been. Or not necessarily what it could have been, but where it might come from and information that we could get on it. Are you willing to work on this with me?
Is there a chair nearby?
Yeah.
That is open.
Yeah.
I would like to... Ink would like to sit down, cross his leg over his other leg, put his hands on it. So, tell me about this dream where you have a creature under your bed. I'm joking. I'm sorry. Yes, I will help you.
Thank you. All right. Now we have to find the other one.
But if I help you, you'll help me, yes? As there is now a hand extended toward you.
Already shaking your hand.
Perfect.
Clement glares at Ink and says, I've already made a devil's deal with you.
But you haven't shaken my hand recently, have you?
Clement is gonna roll his eyes and he's gonna grab Ink's hand and shake it, and he's gonna say, this isn't because we're making a deal.
This is because we're making an arrangement, yes?
No, this is because your fur is very soft.
What fur?
Clement crushes Ink's hand and
Okay, let go. I'm sorry, let go.
You're now on 1/2 health.
Yeah. I have 1 health left now.
So yeah.
I would like to help you, but I need to know exactly what you want from me.
Well, you're just gonna be there and be company as we go and check this stuff out.
I would like to not be in pain right now.
Well, I don't want to go there and investigate something potentially dangerous without backup, which is why we need a Spidey, because a Spidey is very strong, if you remember last night.
This is true. So what we should do is I should rest to recuperate to my full strength, and you should
I'll
find
just hit you again. Cause I'm just gonna hit you again if you do that.
You should find a Spidey while I rest, no?
I gotta keep him in check.
I have 1 hit point. I'm just a little goblin. I only have 1 hit point.
You need to get one of those cats.
So yeah.
You know those cat leashes? We need to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely
Please,
not.
Clement, please drag Cos along.
Absolutely
Please
not.
drag Ink along.
This is illegal. There was a treaty signed that forbade this kind of behavior.
Clement is going to stare at Clement is going to stare at Ink and say, "I can always grab you by the scruff again."
One moment. Let me check something. Suddenly you hear a horrible explosion behind you.
Can I roll to see if Clement is going to be
Believe it.
Believe it, exactly.
It's against a DC 13.
Yeah.
I assume it's insight?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Clement doesn't buy it for a second.
Ink has his hands on his knees as suddenly he points. And there's a massive gust of wind that blows papers everywhere.
You hear disappointing sighs from everyone in the office.
It is always energy.
Yeah.
I was hoping you would turn around for that.
I'm not an idiot.
You know what? Fair enough. How about I give you 1 gold piece and we call it even, yes?
You really don't want to see a Spidey again, do you?
If I go to a Spidey right now, they are going to kill me.
I'm glad.
Let me take an hour to rest, please.
I'll just whittle you down again.
That's fine, I won't die then. I am begging you.
I am begging
You're begging me, are you?
Oh.
Go on. Beg me.
Ink's entire face scrunches up. What I was saying was, I am gone as I'm running as fast as I can. I am dashing. I am using my feline agility to get way gone from this situation.
With another gust of the people just got it, the papers stacked up, but then they moved faster and it's just whoa, come on!
Ink holds up his finger and then he's gone.
Clement is going to roll his eyes. And he's going to tidy up a little bit, and then he's going to leave the office.
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna go look for his Spidey.
Okay, so you tidy up a bit and start to leave the office, and we'll pop over to a Spidey for a little bit. As a Spidey, you're sort of still wandering throughout the town.
No, I need to go get my weapons, and I did.
Yeah, we've gone over that. You have gained your weapons.
Okay. Okay, then why am I back in the town? Why can't I just hang out where I was?
Oh, you grabbed your weapons and you said, "Oh yeah, I want to go, to the."
No, I went to the store first, and then I got my weapons. That was the thing.
Didn't you go to the bar after?
No, we went to the.
You were going to the
they went
tavern
to
after.
They went from Clements. One sec. One sec. Could I
eat the burger where I put my stuff?
Yeah.
I can't believe all of us are wrong where he went.
One sec. Can I wait? One sec. Can mate? Hey. They went from Clements to the tavern to their spot, and then they realized that there was holes in their leg, and then they went to get that fixed up.
No, I took care of the holes in my leg first.
You didn't know that the holes were in your leg.
I ate my burger. No. Don't try to turn this on me.
I can confirm what happened. Spidey left Clement's house, went to the tavern, got something to eat, noticed the hole in their leg, went to the general store, and is now going back to their camp.
Man.
Yes, exactly.
Here, we have it cleared up.
Oh my god.
Everyone okay?
I love how the word of God has been denied. Like I said,
has.
We've all
fought it.
Denied.
Literally, like I was saying, as you were sitting down, that's when you started to notice the breeze through your leg, and that's when you're just like, oh, there's a hole, and that's why I was just like, okay.
No, you said as I was walking, I noticed people giving me weird looks, and there was a breeze in my leg.
No, okay. Okay, this is just going.
Did you say it wrong?
Maybe I just said it wrong. Because the weird looks were
I'm
not
sorry, that sounds
no,
but, like,
no,
maybe.
I think that I'm just going. No, you're fine. We'll go with option. We'll go with Clement's option. The weird looks were not towards your leg at all. That was you being a satyr.
Oh.
That wasn't. That was purely racism.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Racism, not concerned.
Yeah.
You did not notice that, a Spidey is a satyr yet.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he hasn't.
I have literal goat legs. You were too busy trying to trick me and cast spells on me that you didn't even look at my...
Is that true, DM?
What?
I will believe you now.
I love this party.
Oh my god. Because of probably being just weird phrasing, we'll go with noticing the hole on the way out.
We love you.
We love our friend Tyler.
Oh my god.
I do hope that Ivy realizes we can barely hear him.
I know, right?
Hopefully one day,
Ivy
will realize we can barely hear him.
I love the. Oh yeah, people were staring at my legs, and it's just like, it's nothing to do with your leg. It was racism. Oh. That was a great line, and I'm. Out of all.
Ivy, do you realize we can't hear you, Ivy?
Oh my fucking.
I think they may be talking to somebody else.
Nice.
Oh, but anyways.
Years I've been bitching about stuff everywhere, all over the floor.
Yeah. Okay. So So, since Spidey's doing that, we'll
Hey, Tyler, mute Ivy real quick.
yeah.
Please.
Server mute.
Please.
Somebody put it in the chat
Or-
for them to message when they're back. Anyways, so yeah, we'll pop over to
Hey, what are you up to?
no, I was gonna pop over to Clement as you're sort of searching for for a Spidey. So you so you find yourself sort of searching through the town. Is there anything in specific as you're trying to like search for them?
Well, what was it that I took notes of? There was kids on the edge of town talking about playing a game with this man.
You heard about a strange homeless man, things disappearing from people's houses, Robert acting strange, one of the guards, and some kids playing on Farmer Doug's farm, and playing a game called Hey Man. So.
Yes, that's right. That's right. So as I'm walking through the town, I want to keep an eye out for anyone that doesn't look familiar to me, cause it's a pretty close-knit town, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a fairly close-knit town, cause a lot of work around this town is all goes off of different parts of it. So. It's very much like, oh yeah, I know you because your work involves with my work at Chunk. So, yeah.
Yeah. So Clement is going to keep an eye out for anyone that he doesn't really recognize as, you know, someone who's part of the town or someone that the town has connections with.
Okay.
Just like how Ink and Spidey are a couple of those people.
Yeah.
You should keep an eye out for others like that.
Okay.
Real quickly, Mr. DM. Could, as Ink is, getting away from Clement, hopefully.
Yeah.
He would like to turn into someone else. He would like to turn into his benefactor, if you get what I mean, with his, face, his real face, as far as Ink could tell.
The sharpened one or the one that you've talked to, Chunk? The one in the picture that of your benefactor, or the one in the mirror
you sent, but with the face and his
in the
accessory.
Mirror. Yeah.
On his face.
Yeah. Gotcha. So yeah, you do.
I hope that doesn't spoil anything.
Yeah, no, that works. So yeah.
I have no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about.
Baba Booey.
Perfect.
So yeah, you have that very fancy looking design on you, and yeah, you're sort of just. Are you just sort of wandering the town, or are you just sort of about, or standing in like one place?
I am wandering the town, trying to get an understanding of how the guard of this town operates, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like, I'm trying to bump into people like, hey, how I'm new here. Could you explain what I need to know about the laws here? I'm from very far away.
Okay.
Could you help me out?
Okay. So yeah, roll a general persuasion check.
Radical.
Yeah.
I hope this works.
Okay. So, you look around the, you go around and talk to some people, and, you learn that the guards around here, do a general, like, keep an eye out, on the streets. The main priority that they, like, keep an eye on is the farm areas, because those are, like, the main source of income for the towns. And you also know that a chunk of the guards work for the bramble webs, if I remember correctly. Give me a second, just so I can double check. Yep, bramble webs. The noble family around this area. They live up towards the top in that sort of gated community house. Yeah. Right next to where Spidey put their items.
It's Spidey plus burger.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So yeah. And. So yeah.
Yeah. Would I be able to, after that, find a safe place to, rest a little?
Yeah, totally fine to do that.
For like an hour? For a short rest?
Yeah. It's a big town, so it's enough time for you to, like, wander, for, Clement to wander around and then eventually find a Spidey and then return to you. So.
Nice.
We'll return to Clement. As Clement, you're sort of looking around, there's a couple, you know that there are a couple people that, like, come into the town and, for, like, some quick work or, like, as just passing through, because this is a place that has some, has both a brewery and a winery, like, set up in the area. So this is where you can get, like, sorts of ales and alcoholic beverages right off the bat. So,
right.
But
is Ivy back?
Ivy?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
My mom slept through a fit. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah,
I'm glad you're back.
So,
yeah, your room looks like a 14-year-old boy's room. There's 2 piles in the corner. That's it.
So yeah.
God.
As you're wandering around, there are a couple strange-looking people. The person that catches your eye the most is what you can assume to be that the homeless person that they were talking about. You see this man sort of like drenched in sort of a rugged purple cloak sort of look, with sort of burns on their face with a dash over their eyes, milky white underneath, sort of giving off the look of maybe they're blind, and sort of purplish hair, and a band-aid covering their other eye, right eye. So yeah, and a couple flies going around them even as you get close, you can smell them as you approach.
You said this is who I think that the
strange homeless man that's appeared.
Yeah.
Yeah. As even just the normal strange people that walk into the town, this one seems different.
I really don't want to have any interactions without a Spidey here.
Okay. So yeah.
Clement is very scared of being alone at this point. So he is going to take note of where this homeless man is for now. Where is he at, you said?
You see him, as you sort of were walking by, you see him, in this general area with, sort of near the well, over here. sort of looking in. Do you see my
Mhm.
orange blips?
Yes, I
Yeah.
I see the orange blue.
So yeah, he's sort of right around there, sort of like looking into the well.
Mhm. What did you say was interesting about this homeless man when I was taking the notes earlier?
They have sort of a their cloak is sort of like a purple but tattered at the end.
Mhm.
They also have sort of like a purplish hair as well, sort of
Mhm.
sort of poofy, curled poofy hair that's sort of covering the same eye as the bandages.
Right, but
The
my
main thing
question.
that's sort of making him a bit more catches your eye a bit more is just the amount of like injuries across their body.
Mhm.
Seeing the burns across the face, the slash of their eyes, the milky whites, showing a bit of blindness to them,
Mhm.
and like even as they move, they sort of have a bit of a limp to them.
Mhm. But what was it that my coworker told me about them?
People have been seeing this like homeless man wandering about, and
Mhm.
at the moment people think that they're the reason why people's stuff has been missing.
Right,
No one's
okay.
really gained any evidence on it. It's just sort of discriminating.
Right, yeah. There's no actual evidence found that supports it.
Mm-hmm.
They just see a weird homeless man walking around and assumes that it's him.
Out of everyone you've seen
Okay.
so far, this one, there's not many homeless people here because people are like, oh yeah, you're here, gotta get to work. This is like the only really homeless man in the area.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, there's just generally something off about them, including like the flies just swarming around them and the stench of them.
Right.
I think they're
Okay.
dead.
I'm going to take note of this person here, and I'm gonna go and find a Spidey, because I think what we should do is I think Clement should find a Spidey, and I think that we should pause the session.
Oh, you need to do something, or?
I thought that we were going to have a 2-hour session.
I thought so too, and
Yeah.
then Spidey said, "Oh yeah, I wasn't leaving early, so if this is where we want to stop off, we can."
Oh, okay. I'm okay with whatever you guys want to do.
I'm good for another hour if everyone else is. Are you good, Ivy?
I'd rather stop.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, eventually you wander down and you hear that there's been rumors of some sort of satyr by the Bramblewoods home, and you eventually get over towards that area and you see a Spidey gnawing on a burger with their weapons. As
I imagine you don't know it's the Spideys, yeah?
that's the only really satyr around these parts, so
yeah, no. We have seen that a Spidey is a satyr, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. My
Hasn't.
Their goat legs are just out, so
I don't mind them. They're just out there.
We don't know who
It's
it could possibly belong to, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Spidey, I need to ask you for a favor.
I thought we were gonna.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I was gonna say we end it there after.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
I imagine after this it's all for fun, yeah?
Okay. So yeah. So this is where we'll this is where we'll end the session.